Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's the Nightly Government News with host Cliff Bradshaw and his traveling anchors featuring Nightshade and the Incredible N. And your host, Cliff Bradshaw.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Alright, today we got a great show for you guys. We're going to debate industrialization and the government's effect to deal with it. We will be addressing low wages, poor working conditions, child labor, overcrowded unsanitary cities, and potential resource problems. The governments that will debate their side of the story will be the capitalists, the democratic liberals, the commies, and the socialists. And tonight, our first guest is the socialist representative, Gillam Hagar, everybody. Gillam Hagar.
Thank you.
So, being a socialist and everything, how do you feel about low wages?
Nobody rich, nobody poor, because we share everything and everyone happy.
So you like the equality? It doesn't get out of hand every now and then?
It makes it so that no rich people get too powerful and no poor people starve of hunger.
Well, that seems kind of fair but hard to manage. So, being on our next subject, how do you feel about poor working conditions?
Well, the adults, they get the good jobs and the children, they get the bad jobs.
Wait, so you agree with child labor?
Yes, I do.
So,
The childs need to learn discipline.
So you let the workers discipline your children?
Yes, but that makes them character for when they get older.
It doesn't matter if they get hurt or anything?
They will be fine, injuries recover, spirits do not.
I completely disagree with you there.
I am very sorry about that, but that is how our country is.
In socialism, you think you've created model cities. Do you agree?
I agree. They are very good. Nobody steals. It's very low crime rate. Even the criminals feel happy to go to church every day.
Really?
Yes.
I am surprised. In all of this, how much suffering have you had to go through to create this perfect, utopian kind of place?
Even our forefathers follow this. I just go with them. It's all planned out for me.
Alright. Do you have any potential resource problems?
No. Everybody good.
Jakeem Hagar.
Thank you.
That was Jakeem, everybody. Jakeem. Our next guest is Luca Fur on capitalism. Alright, Luca. Come on, Luca. Yeah, Luca Fur.
Go, Luca.
Alright. As Gadir said, he had his opinion on low wages. Now, what's yours?
Low wages really depend on the job that people have. If they are poor, they're not going to have the higher paying jobs and they're not going to get the wages that they need. But there are people who will work at the top head of industries and they do have good wages.
So you blame poor people for being poor. They can't climb the industrial ladder at all.
They can try to. It depends on the person that they're working for. The boss is really the decision maker.
So it's just the people's fault.
Honestly, yes.
Alright. How's your intake on poor working conditions?
Well, we try and keep the working conditions manageable. They're definitely not the best that they can be, but the people work in them, and they choose to. So
again, the people's fault?
Yeah, it's not our job to fix it.
Alright. Child labor. Have it? Don't you? What's the deal?
We definitely have it. We need the children to fit into the small spaces and even probably have the crappiest jobs out of all the people.
And that goes with your overcrowdedness, too. You are overpopulated with children, but yet you give them all the crummy jobs and keep impregnating people to have more children to give the crappy jobs to.
The jobs are given to the children because of overpopulation. We have needs to be dealt with, and the children can't fulfill them. But it's the people's own fault for choosing to conceive the children. If they don't want any children and can't afford them, then they shouldn't have them.
So again, the people's fault.
Definitely.
Alright. So, I've heard nothing about resource problems, so what is with that?
We don't necessarily have resource problems. We have high-paying industries that import and export, and the resources are pretty good. For the workers, maybe not so, but definitely for the industries in general.
Alright, you heard it first on Nightly Government News. This was Luca Fur on capitalism. Luca Fur, everybody, Luca Fur. Alright, you just saw Gonzo and Luca Fur here, and this has been Government Nightly News. We'll return with our Democratic Liberal and our Communist speaker, and after this quick commercial break. So, be back, everybody. Don't hit that dial. The true. The proud. The Red. The Communist Collection by Calvin Klein. And we're back. This is Nightly Government News. I'm your host, Cliff Broadshaw, and our next guest here is James Taylor, representative of the Democratic Liberals. Come on here, James. James Taylor,
Hello,
everybody.
everyone.
Yeah.
Hello.
Common James. So, as our other guest said, our first question to start with, as a man of your experience, you should know a lot about low wages. So, what's the deal?
Yes, well, us Democratic Liberals, we do not give low wages because we demand if we work a good amount, then we deserve higher wages.
So, it's all about the quality of the work.
Yeah, and how much time they work.
I think that is dandy. All right. Poor working conditions. You got them?
Not really, because we might right now, but we're hoping to improve them soon.
Wait, so you are looking on to the future?
Yes, we are.
Do you have child labor?
No, because children should not be able to work. They should get a good education until they hit a certain age of adulthood so they could work.
But if a child could do the work of an adult at, say, age 6, would you still pay him the minimum wage?
No, we would not. We would not. He should not be working at all.
So you are sticking with your laws that you have set.
Yes.
What if children revolt? What would you do then? Would you change the law and let them work? Only in a safe environment?
No, we would hold them all in the cell.
So you would capture your children that are revolting?
Yes, until they stop revolting.
It's like a second rock and roll age, my friends. Alright. Overcrowded unsanitary cities. Do you got them? I'm sure you do.
We do right now, but as time progresses, they'll get cleaner, so it would be better.
So you're saying your workers deserve more of a clean environment?
Yes, as we make more money with the workers' products, we will make the cities safer and more sanitary.
What about the cells you hold the revolting children? Will they be overcrowded?
If it does get crowded, we would make it bigger, but first of all, the cell is Plan B.
And that's only if they revolt.
Yes.
So you're saying stopping the children, if they wanted to work, to do what they want, you would just hold them in a cell, and then Plan C would be to get bigger cells?
I would say it's Plan B and a half.
Alright. Do you have any potential resource problems?
Not really, because the government funds them all.
The government funds your resource problems, so you do have them.
Well, I mean, the government funds our resources, not the resource problems.
So they aid the workers
yes,
with the
do.
resources they
Yes,
need to
they do.
finish their jobs.
Yes.
Alright. This has been Democratic Liberals with James Taylor. You heard it here. Everybody, James Taylor for you. James Taylor. Alright, thanks, James Taylor. That was great, Democratic Liberal. Our next guest, wait! Just in. Our traveling anchors just got word that they're doing a special report on interviewing people with their opinions on these governments. Let's check it out.
Interview over here. Come on. All right, sir. I hear
going
you're
on?
here for an interview. What do you think about communism?
Communism, it's rules, man. It's where it's at. Oh my god, all those other governments, they are pains compared to communism. They don't know what they're talking
How about
about.
socialists? What do you think about
Socialists?
them?
They're stupid, man. They think everyone's supposed to be happy when they don't know how to do anything.
Right?
Yeah.
Democratic liberals. What do you got on that, huh?
Democratic
You got on
liberals, I mean, they're good and all, but it seems too perfect to be true. How they gonna execute that?
I hear it. I hear it.
Yeah.
All right. Capitalists. What do you got?
Capitalists don't care about anything. They don't care about their people, their wages, their working conditions, nothing. Communism,
Only on
rules.
government nightly news.
What it is. And that was Nightshade and Incredible M with their amazing interview. It was, wasn't it? Alright, our next guest is the commie we all know and love, Joseph Nikolai. Everybody, Joseph Nikolai.
Oh, commie man!
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Commies.
Joseph right here.
Thank you.
Alright, so Joseph, how's it been?
Been good lately. No wars, nothing bad.
Alright, so how do you feel about them low wages?
Well, it doesn't matter if everyone gets paid equally. You see here? Some people may get paid more, but we could run out of money.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
You see,
Yeah, but you try and get as equal as you can get.
we'll try to, but it doesn't always work out. You gotta deal with it sometimes.
But
you know
it's
what
the
I'm
most
saying?
equal.
Yes.
Alright, that's what I thought. And poor working conditions? Feeling it?
You know what? It's not always a good place. You're gonna have to deal with that sometimes in life.
Yeah.
That's how it is, you know?
You gotta...
I have to pay more
the rough edges.
for them to feel good, but we can't pay more if they don't want to get paid.
I got you there. Child labor.
Well, you know what? Every child should work. It teaches them something, you know what I'm saying?
Sort of like, if one child works, they all work. If no child works, no work.
That's exactly, but I'm saying, it's not that they're never gonna never work. They're always gonna work. They never get a day off.
That's deep, man.
It is.
Alright. Your overcrowded cities, what's the deal? How can you deal? What's the deal?
I have nothing to say on that. You gotta deal with things in life, you know what I'm saying? Just deal with it.
Deal with it?
Deal with it. So the cities are crowded, so the population's high. We have the resources, so stop complaining.
So, you split your resources so everyone gets their fair share.
Yeah, just like the money thing. They'll get their fair share of resources, but not always the money.
So
that's just how it happens.
No one's better than no one. Everyone is equal,
yes.
Seen in the eyes of the commie.
Yeah, with the resources, you have to be equal. That's just something.
That touches me, man. This has been Joseph Marks, everybody. Joseph Nikolai Marks.
Thank you. Thank you.
And concludes our evening. We've seen the best of governments and the worst of governments. We've seen smooth sailing and the rough edges. And on Daily Nightly News, we always hope you have a grand adventure here. I'd just like to thank Nightshade, Incredible M, Luca Fur, Giuseppe, James Taylor, and of course, the great Marks Nikolai. And this has been Nightly Government News. Signing off, Cliff Broadshaw.